Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Wait 10, wait 20. Right there, 54 miles. I got it.
They'll run on first down. Swift, give him 3 there on the first play of the game. And it's second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Swift looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Blue 58.
Rodgers now on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Carl Joseph. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Jim, help him. Hey, 66.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
On play action, it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Going to throw right side here, complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Back. Get 300. Get 300.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carlos Dunlap. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, third and goal now from the 12.
You got tape. Zoom. 51, Mike. 51.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Wait,
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Let's go. Hey, second.
Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. A gain of 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the run, Sugar! 54, Ozzy!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Swift, and some room to run now. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Swift, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's going to be a long 30. It's going to be a long 5. 50, Mike's 50. Hey, pick your game up. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike.
Rodgers will try again on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Box it. Plant. Inside. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. And he'll wind up getting an...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, but I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch, I never switch, I never switch, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
All in the wrist, watch how I flip. Watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Johnson. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Geis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Geis. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive, maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Wait, 20! Switch it, come on, switch it. Check. Begin.
Hey, goal 66.
On first down, Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Texans take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On second down, it's Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing now is Rodgers. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And now a carry here for their fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. Robert Woods. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Woods. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
We're following the made field goal for 3. Hopkins now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Shadow! Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the
running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
72.
From the gun, Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Rodgers. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Finding Green complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they need it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
First down, Indianapolis.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. Go.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Trent Murphy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. The end result, 21 yards. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Dante Hightower on the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
72. Second reload.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
At the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Wait, that wide 20.
Line 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're trying to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
It's our time.
Brady now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Fighting through pressure. They got a man. It's Woods. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80.
Man, I got you. Check 43.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Wait, that. 53.
Mark 54. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check it, reload.
Hey, switch gears. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Regular.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, fellas.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.